I don't think anything else is gonna go on. So here's the stove kill. Dang, he messed up. Got about 5 minutes. The hell is this stove kill? Oh, it's probably here. Yeah, this cop's gonna get the stove kill. Here we go. L2, hold it. Yeah, the pot got moved too. I'm surprised the pot didn't get spilled. Then here's someone else's footage. I don't know. Hey, this is what they're gonna hear, dead air. Yo, did you see what he did to the bike? Hold on. Look what he did to this bike. Alright, this person gets off. Watch the bike, Yoing! Yo. Like those yank. Yeet the freaking bike out of existing. He yeeted it out of existence. Oh my god. They really do. I think this is really early, actually. Well, not... Like, I feel they had this build a while ago, probably. Like, this could be possible months old. There's no guarantee that, like, this is probably the most solid patch build they have. Because a lot of people said it ran okay, it had really no lag issues. And they said it ran... You can't ride over Michael. Come on now. I want to see him catch him. Can he catch it? Let's see. I know you can't grab him off the bike because he can't be that close. Do your deal with dash. You have an R1. Use the dash. Oh, they got other car. Okay. They got pitchfork up. And they're dead. I think they will. I don't know if they'll announce DLC, but yeah. Alright, so let's skip ahead a little bit here. I like how they slide into animation like they always do. Oh, you can hang them on poles there. I saw that. I saw a kill yesterday that they couldn't, like, you can hang them on a hook, but sideways. All right, let's get into this now. See, here's Ilphonic. Let's unmute. And then up. And I'll turn off the thing. Full screen. Yeah. I like Friday the 13th a little bit more. Just because I love Jason so much. And I'd probably say Halloween probably be right after that. I like both, don't get me wrong, I like both. But Friday the 13th is one of the first earlier movies I watched. And then I watched Halloween after. Because as a kid, I was scared. Oh. Now we're gonna have to watch
Multiplayer in Halloween is a 1v4 asymmetrical horror experience that pits the residents of Haddonfield against the shape of pure evil, Michael Myers. In this quintessential slasher simulator, our playable cast of civilian characters desperately attempt to save their neighbors and themselves from the omnipresent boogeyman, while Michael fixates on stalking and slaying his targets. Halloween provides familiar
elements. And I just thought about, are we gonna have the stupid voice lines when, like, they scream to give away hiding spots?
Our most robust, dynamic, and terrifying multiplayer offering yet.
But that's what ruined hiding in Friday the 13th, kind of.
Night, Haddonfield becomes his hunting ground. The boogeyman's primary desire is to eliminate every living resident in this quiet town. But he also begins each match with a list of special targets that supply greater rewards if killed before time expires. These unfortunate residents are positioned across various sites in the map, and Michael players are empowered to use their nightmare suite of abilities to locate, terrorize, and ultimately execute their victims and anyone bold enough to interfere with their bloodthirsty ambitions. Killer Sense allows players to step behind the mask and stalk the residents of Haddonfield. When using this skill and entering the first-person perspective, Michael becomes aggressively aware of his surroundings and the proximity of potential prey. By focusing on targets with murderous intent, Michael builds varying levels of stalk, which aid him in identifying and tracking targets and open increasingly satisfying options for executions. An effective killer always keeps their victims unaware of their presence until those final fatal moments. While historically Michael Myers isn't known for his speed, fundamental abilities like shape jump amplify the shape's mobility with hauntingly
fades to get stuck on.
Re-emerged upon the streets of Haddonfield.
Alright, there we go. Now we get on to the live stream now. Whatever Riley is, because Riley said he was going to be there recording it.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Ilphonic Presents Halloween. Today's panel will be talking about the impact of the original film, the legacy of the franchise, and what it's been like translating that into a video game. My name is Miles Dompierre, I'll be your moderator today. I want to start by introducing our amazing panel. So we're going to go through, we're going to have them share who they are and how they are connected to Halloween. First up, Ryan Freeman.
Hey everybody. My name is Ryan.
Quote,
So I'm going to give you two matchups. You're going to tell me who you are taking.
Now Cook is...
What if the most talented rapper I've never...
Tonight, I'm on a mission to cook for as many night shift.
It is 10:05. The show just started.
I really didn't expect. Today, we're going to be going to family-owned restaurants around the city.
I spent 24 hours.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Lacey here.
What are you?
Moon Knight?
As you guys know, there is a Michael Myers video game up and coming. I am actually pretty excited for it for a couple of reasons. One, it will have that asymmetrical style, you know, where you get 4 people, someone plays Michael, and Michael stalks them and takes them down. Okay, it's like we've seen that done with Texas Chainsaw, Evil Dead, Killer Clowns, Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th was probably the best one out of those. But at the end of the day, those games usually die down. They don't last that long, and you get bored of it pretty easily. So that's what this game is doing that's making me excited, is they're also going to have like an open roam mode where like it's supposed to be a story campaign, and there's going to be maps that are only made for the story part of it, where I think you get to play as Michael escaping the asylum, and you'll also be able to just play Michael roaming around Haddonfield with people living in their houses watching TV, and you can just start slashing. I kind of like that, and I'm excited for that. Well, either way, I have been curious about some gameplay and how this will differ from all these other killer games that they've been out, and they put out a 7-minute video because I think there was most recently a video game convention. So let's take a look at it. Michael Myers gameplay. I think it's like 7 minutes long, but it's a whole lot of good stuff. Let's get into this. I will have to probably lower the music whenever John Carpenter's score comes on. Copyright reasons. Usually video game music is fine. When the music uses the movie music, we got a problem. All right, we'll see. Look at this. Oh, you can throw a rocket. Oh, well. Throw it, rocket, Mikey. I don't think it's helping you when he puts you up against the wall. Dude, that's gonna look great. And also, don't demonetize me, YouTube. This is all fake. It's AI. It's not AI.
Multiplayer in Halloween is a 1v4 asymmetrical horror experience that will cast of civilian characters desperately attempt to save their neighbors and themselves from the omnipresent boogeyman, while Michael fixates on stalking and
Sorry, gotta pause it for a bit. I like this though.
slaying his targets. Halloween provides familiar elements fans
Oh, who is that?
Fans of the genre know and love.
Interesting,
But we're
fascinating.
incredibly
I want her
excited
to
to
live.
pull back the curtain and unveil more details that demonstrate
He
our
said
commitment
I
fascinating.
like the way this guy runs. I've never seen a sideways run like that. That's actually pretty impressive.
to delivering our most robust, dynamic, and terrifying
Still not
multiplayer
crazy about
offering yet.
the shadow power.
Michael Myers is a creeping, methodical killer,
Run,
and on
bitch!
Halloween
Run!
night, Haddonfield becomes his hunting ground. The boogeyman's primary desire is to eliminate every living resident in this quiet town, but he also begins each match with a list of special targets that
Special targets. Okay, look. We're gonna get their names soon, okay?
supply greater rewards if killed before time expires.
Oh, so some of them are elite. They're the final people. They're the third act characters. And if you kill them early, you get extra bonus points.
These unfortunate residents are positioned across various sites in the map, and Michael players are empowered to use their nightmare suite of abilities to locate, terrorize, and
pretty cool.
ultimately execute their victims and anyone bold enough to interfere with their bloodthirsty ambitions.
The end of Halloween Kills.
Killer Sense allows players to step behind the mask and stalk the residents of Haddonfield. When using this skill and entering the first-person perspective, Michael becomes aggressively aware of his surroundings and the proximity of potential prey. By focusing on targets with murderous intent, Michael builds varying levels of stalk, which aid him in identifying.
That's some crazy slow. That's gonna piss me off. I guess they had to do the shadow powers with how slow Michael walks.
And tracking targets, and open increasingly satisfying options for executions.
Ooh, a fridge kill.
An effective killer always keeps their victims unaware of their presence until those final fatal moments.
I might speed it up a little bit. The brain rot to me. I hope that'll help with the music too.
While historically Michael Myers isn't known for his speed, fundamental abilities like shape jump amplify the shape's mobility with hauntingly unpredictable results. In shape jump, Michael slips into the shadows to move around environments unseen. Not only does this increase Michael's base movement speed, but it also provides access to other powerful traversal options, including shape dash, which sends Michael lunging forward with violent momentum. Shape jump is confidently one of the most powerful tools at Michael's disposal and supplies unlimited possibilities for iconic jump scare moments.
Stay cool.
However, that potency comes with a few major caveats. Our masked antagonist can only enter and exit shape jump while in the cover of darkness or outside a residence line.
Okay, I like that. Okay, so you could only go into the shadow mode if there's no light. The boogeyman is afraid of light, is his nickname, and if someone is looking at you. So he's also like the ghost in Mario.
Line of sight. The light may provide temporary reprieve for the...
Dude, that's the perfect way to run from Michael. She hacked the system. She's like, you can't go shadow mode if I walk backwards and stare at you the whole time. That's crazy. You imagine being Michael? Turn around, bitch. Turn around. Don't look at me.
Provide temporary reprieve for the residents of Haddonfield, but Michael...
He's trying to get around it by maybe if I cover my hand, I can go shadow.
Can work to remove sources of illumination by shutting off lights, cutting power, and even catalyzing temporary blackouts.
Okay, well now he's just got electrical
Despite the unquestionable malevolence of Michael Myers, his horrifying homecoming to Haddonfield won't be welcomed without resistance. As the body count climbs and evidence of the boogeyman's presence becomes undeniable, local authorities, residents, and distinct playable civilians may decide to gather weapons and face off against evil itself. Thankfully, Michael knows his way around sharp objects and will have multiple options for melee combat encounters. And if especially persistent Haddonfieldites do manage to get the upper hand in an exchange...
Dang, they beat him up! Look at all that.
Don't worry.
Is it too loud too? Also, sorry guys, I don't even think about that. I don't think it's too loud, right?
Not possible.
We've said it once, and we'll say it again. You can't kill the boogeyman.
Oh, he got up again?
You can't kill the boogeyman. And we'll say it again. You can't kill the boogeyman.
Okay.
While Michael swiftly endeavors to turn Haddonfield into a graveyard, a heroic group of civilian characters desperately attempts to save their neighbors and escape the boogeyman's bloodthirst. As a civilian, it's up to you to find fellow Haddonfield residents, convince them of his malicious intent, and guide them safely to one of several possible randomized escapes located around the map.
Oh, that's a fun addition here. I don't know if any of these other games have done that. I don't think so. So you'll also be trying to save as many Haddonfield civilians. Dude, you're just going to walk into someone's house while they're cooking and be like, I know I just broke in, but another guy's going to break in. Let me take you to your own yard.
They meet an untimely end. This distinctive cast of playable civilian characters each comes equipped with unique stats, special traits, and signature personalities. To ensure no two matches of Halloween play out the same, our team has constructed a vast playground of possibilities in Haddonfield, offering civilians a multitude of diverse gameplay systems to aid them in achieving their objectives and surviving the night. As civilians navigate these environments, they'll uncover points of interest, revealing resident NPCs, lootable containers, hiding places, telephones, possible escape routes,
I'm already seeing so many interactable
and
stuff
cautiously
on this
exploring
map.
your surroundings could very well mean the difference between life and death.
Ooh.
And when death comes to your little town, it's probably not a bad idea to head to your neighbors and contact the local authorities. Civilians are tasked with tracking down surviving residents and warning them of the looming threat. Successful conversations with residents can permit civilians to request additional calls to police, commands to find secure hiding places, or companionship as they navigate the formerly peaceful streets of Haddonfield.
Should we stick together? Maybe we're better as a team.
Whether it's a local family friend or the authorities, there's safety in numbers. Once the innocent residents of Haddonfield have been located and persuaded, it's time for the civilians to plan their harrowing escape. Lootable containers scattered throughout the map contain weapons, distractions, and key items that can be used to unlock and access a variety of possible escape routes. The location of these items and escapes changes from match to match, so civilians greatly benefit from adjusting their strategies based on the objects uncovered. It's also worth noting that initiating these escape sequences generates a tremendous amount of noise, which will alert Michael to your exact location.
Can Michael drive?
So
I
what
would
happens
love it
in
if
the
Michael
life
could
of
drive.
the civilians becomes another display of Michael's wretched, inhumane nature.
He drives in all his
their
movies.
Haddonfield story isn't over just yet. Even in death, they can support their friends and even return as a sheriff's deputy or the unrelenting Dr. Loomis. Once they've re-emerged upon the streets of Haddonfield, they can cooperate with the remaining civilians and responding officers to try and put a stop to Michael's murderous rampage.
Freeze where you are, Michael. You're coming with me.
While he can't be killed, with enough community resistance, the proper equipment, and sheer manpower, he can be detained and shipped back.
They got Mikey in the back of a car. No. That sucks. Oh, they didn't even take his mask off. They're like, okay, we can arrest him. We're not going to disrespect him. Not like that Halloween Ends, you know? I got multiversal cable. I know about that.
Smith's Grove Sanitarium. Halloween is a legendary film with a genre-defining legacy, and our mission has been to bring the film's unsettling sense of dread to our asymmetrical horror sandbox. By empowering players to control the tension and stage the scares, we're building a multiplayer experience designed with replayability at the forefront. We'll have more details to share regarding character progression.
I get maybe it doesn't seem all that appealing, but if you're into these kind of games, it looks like they have a ton of accessible things, and that's one thing that made Friday the 13th a little longer playable for me, is just all the interactive things that you could hide in, that you could use, that you just these little tasks you have to do, because if you're just hiding from Michael the whole time, I think that does get boring after a while. I think saving the NPCs and telling them, you know, we got to get out of here, you got to call for help is something. I saw like you could even like you find a pocket knife and you can keep it in your pocket so that if you ever get attacked by Michael, you can stab him with it. I thought that was pretty cool. I saw other things going around that I definitely wanted to bring up. Shout out to Slash and Cast. They do good video game content on hard projects. I think they were able to go and play it at this at the game con that this was at, and there's a thing where you can actually smoke weed in the game, and when doing that, it actually gives you the ability to sense when Michael is close. That's very random. I don't know how that makes any sense whatsoever, but okay, I like that's just an added little thing, and it's part of the movies. There's always teenagers doing stupid things. Why not smoke and then it give you powers? That makes sense to me. Here's some of the takedowns too are crazy. Like, see, here's one of them, a window kill. That's also what I was seeing from all this gameplay. Like, there's tons of possibilities of kills as Michael that you could have. Try to see if there's more. Halloween game. What do we got here? Dr. Loomis can be stopped. Some things like that. Okay. Oh yeah, look at this. The Bob kill. Just extra grotesque. And left there. Do you get your knife back? That's cool. So that the emulating kills from the movies. You have to hide her body? Oh, yes, because it said the more bodies you leave around, the more suspicious and faster the cops will come. So you also have cleanup duty as Michael. And if you watch the movies, Michael actually does clean up his body parts sometimes. There's some movies where he kills somebody and then the body's gone, or he somehow has hanged it as a chandelier or turned it into a lamp. That's kind of cool that they let you do that. Okay, not everybody's into this. Some people are like, man, PS2 graphics. All I'm saying is this looks kind of, someone said, we promoting drug. You get to play as Michael and kill people, buddy. And you're worried about the drug use in an adult mature game. Someone get this 11-year-old out of my chat. I think it is on console. It's coming to PlayStation, and I think it's just PlayStation. I'm not sure what other, but I'm pretty sure it's not just PC. If it is, well, then I'm screwed out of luck because I'm a console player. Why you got me panicking, buddy? Where's the list of consoles? Yeah, see, PlayStation. It'll be on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and Fortnite? It says Epic. I thought this was cool. I just wanted to look at and show it off to you guys. What do you guys think of the look of the Halloween game? Does this look like it makes it worth your time, or you're thinking, still not for me? I, again, am more curious.
quiet town. Just like hundreds of other small towns all across America. A town just like yours. But it was here on October 31st, 1963. No motive, no warning, no provocation, just senseless death. I met him 15 years ago. I thought there was hope, that he could be reached. But what I met was not a child. No emotion. Perhaps not even human. 15 years later, he returned home. But what happened that night was only the beginning. It wasn't just a killing spree, it was a reckoning.
Whoa, 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 calm down, okay? He was going to reach it. Come on, Peter,
No, no.
You can't stop him. You can't reason with him. You can't kill the boogeyman.
Rarely do teams get the incredible opportunity of exploring and creating a game around iconic horror legends like Michael Myers. In Halloween, players get to relive that fateful night in 1978 and step back into the town of Haddonfield, Illinois. I'm Miles Dompierre from IllFonic, and today I'm thrilled to present an extended look at gameplay for Halloween. With the help of Unreal Engine 5, we've been able to reconstruct the quiet town of Haddonfield in stunning detail. Remaining authentic to the 70s era aesthetics was essential to how we crafted our play spaces. When players navigate these environments, they'll be surrounded by decor that delightfully preserves a special moment in time. Throughout these locations, randomized townsfolk NPCs are living their lives, completely unaware of the danger lurking right outside their windows. These NPCs serve as the game's primary objectives. Stepping behind the mask of this infamous killer, Michael's goal is to find, stalk, and kill the residents of Haddonfield before Halloween night ends. Once you've honed in and stalked a target, it's time to choose the perfect moment to strike. Michael comes equipped with an array of unpredictable endowments, but the most powerful is Shape Jump. When in Shape Jump, Michael is invisible to the naked eye. This is our interpretation of Michael's inexplicable tendency to suddenly appear in completely unexpected places and catch victims off guard. Players can also choose from a broad range of compelling civilian hero characters that have witnessed the wrath of Michael and need to warn their neighbors before it's too late. Finding an active phone will allow you to call the police and attempt to convince them to send in help. Just remember, you may be able to knock him down, but you can't kill the boogeyman. We hope you've enjoyed this extended look at gameplay for Halloween. We've only scratched the surface of what's shaping up to be a truly special and murderous sandbox horror experience. And we can't wait for you all to join us in Haddonfield when Halloween launches on September 8th, 2026.
PlayStation.
That's just straight up lie. Just keep doing what you're doing. Maybe you're doing great. Gotta go to breakfast with dad. I'll catch up.
Bro, people are weird as hell. Either trash talking about the game. You know, I get it. Everybody has their opinions, but I guarantee you, I bet money, your ass is gonna hop on the game a year after this year, or when October comes around and you want a thrilling experience and there's no good Halloween game on there, and you look up Halloween games and the first one that pops up is Halloween the game, I guarantee you, you will buy that game. I don't understand why people shit talk. It's like you're two-faced, bro. 100% two-faced. You talk shit about a game, and then you turn around and hop on it and say, "Oh, this ain't bad. I actually like it." You're contributing into a fucking session. Oh well, I thought you said the game was gonna die a year later. bro, Two-Face. You know, you comment on this, you comment on YouTube, to whatever you comment on, talk shit, and you turn around and go buy the game, and oh, this ain't that bad. I actually like it. You're Two-Faced and a hypocrite. So when you go out in reality, out in the real world, you know, I can't trust your ass. The fact is that you gotta, yes, your opinions matter, but at the same time, it's like, why talk shit about something you haven't even tried to? I already know that. I already know it's gonna be there. Oh shit. The month of 10th. What month is that? October 1st. And that month comes around. I've experienced it before where October would come around and I just would crave a Halloween game. Not like Michael Myers, but like just something that I haven't played. You know what I'm saying? Like I played Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I played Friday the 13th, I played Killer Clowns, I played fucking Predator Hunting Grounds. Like I know Predator Hunting Grounds ain't really a Halloween game. But just the crave of a Halloween game when that month comes around, this is gonna fulfill that fulfillment. Yeah, I get it. You get people got favorite games. They got, you know, oh yeah, I like this game. This game's pretty badass. You're entitled to that. But one thing you're not entitled to is to bring in your own hatred, your pessimistic behavior, and oh well, try to change people's thoughts about. Oh, I get it. You're trying to look out for me, you know, or not even me. The people that want to buy the game, you're trying to have them save money. I get it, but like let them do them. They're excited for a Halloween game. I am. You're not. Just let people be fucking happy. It's not your life. You're not the one buying the game. You're not the one making content with it. You're not the one. You're not the one. Hands down. I've got one thing I was gonna say. I mean, if you don't like what I say, it is what it is. You know, I'm just speaking on the truth. You know, like yes, people are entitled to their opinions, but at the same time, your opinion shouldn't dictate on how other people would want to spend their money. If people want to buy this game, if people want to say the game is awesome, let them fucking say it.
Multiplayer.
I mean, if you want to put your input in, be smart about it. Don't fucking be pessimistic.
Multiplayer in Halloween is a 1v4 asymmetrical horror experience that pits the
XQC is the first person I've seen someone famous to react to this game. First person.
Our playable cast of civilian characters desperately attempt to save their neighbors and themselves from the
Wait, that's the whoa, hey, yo.
That's the third person I've said that said that. She got a gat.
Omnipresent boogeyman, while Michael fixates on stalking and slaying his targets. Halloween provides familiar elements fans of the genre know and love, but we're incredibly excited to pull back the curtain and unveil more details that demonstrate our commitment to delivering our most robust, dynamic, and terrifying multiplayer offering yet.
Chat, this is like a Friday copy, but Friday was a great game, so what do I care?
See? That's optimistic behavior. That's not pessimistic. He said he compared the game to Friday 13th. But he also said, I had no problem with Friday 13th. That's optimistic ass behavior. This is what people should be talking about instead of putting their pessimistic ass behavior into an input that shouldn't even be there. I get it. You feel like you're entitled to that. But you know what? Another person might not think that. Have positive thoughts, you know, be optimistic. You know, I get it. You like your favorite games and this game might surpass that and that upsets you a little bit. But just be optimistic. A game is a game. We get it. We're getting a Halloween Michael Myers game after 48 fucking years, bro.
Haddonfield becomes his hunting ground. The boogeyman's primary desire is to eliminate every living resident in this quiet town. But he also begins each match with a list of special targets to supply greater rewards if killed before time expires. These unfortunate residents are positioned across various sides of the map, and Michael plays.
Then there's all those comments.
To locate.
Dead by Day. Yep. Dead by Daylight killer. That's exactly what it is.
And anyone bold enough to interfere
This was a Dead by Daylight killer. Oh, now it came back to my head. Everybody that got mad that Michael Myers lost licensing to Dead by Daylight. When I first hopped into Dead by Daylight in 2016, 2017, about 10 years ago, dude, that pissed me off when Michael Myers got a licensing for Dead by Daylight. I bought him, I played with him. It still pissed me off. Why? Because Michael Myers deserved his own video game. And when everybody was like, oh, Michael Myers lost his licensing, they got all butthurt. I got all playing. I do dance, 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 wake, 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 dance, 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 dance. I'm glad I'm glad he got his licensing expired from DBD. That man needs his own game, and his game is gonna be a Dead by Daylight. It's gonna kill the game, bro. I already know it.
Is this some UE5 shit?
Well, you just contradicted yourself. Your pessimistic behavior. Dude, there are some toxic ass Dead by Daylight fucking players. Their community is so toxic.
This looks like UE5 water if I've ever seen it.
Michael becomes aggressively aware of his surroundings and the proximity of potential prey.
Dude, I'll fight a whole fucking community of Dead by Daylight community. Like anybody in that community, I'll fight anybody in that mode. Like you guys are toxic as hell, and you guys are mad that Michael Myers might kill y'all's game. That's why y'all got mad that he lost his licensing with y'all, because you know Michael carried the fuck out of that. When that time when he came out, Michael carried Dead by Daylight 100%. Now they're getting a whole bunch of stupid ass killers. That game would have been boring. What they have come up with if it wasn't for Michael? Real talk.
I personally don't, and I'm not the biggest fan of the aesthetics of it. But it also say what you want, right? But this scenery doesn't scare you. It just doesn't. Well, because if you played Friday, or you watch us play it, back in the days, like that game is kind of scary because, bro, when it's dark, right? You need a flashlight, and you don't want to do a flashlight, but because they'll see you. But still, like this feels welcoming. It feels like a Halloween night where you're gonna go get some candy.
Provides access to other powerful
He ain't lying though.
Including Shape Dash, which sends Michael lunging forward with violent momentum. Shape Jump is confidently one of the most powerful tools at Michael's disposal.
The houses are pretty dark though.
Unlimited possibilities for iconic jump scare moments. However, that potency comes with a few major caveats.
But why is she cooking though?
Antagonist can only enter and exit Shape Jump on the cover of darkness or outside a resident's line of sight. The light may provide temporary reprieve for the residents of Haddonfield, but Michael can work to remove sources of illumination by shutting off lights, cutting power, and even catalyzing temporary blackouts. Despite the unquestionable malevolence of Michael Myers, his horrifying homecoming to Haddonfield won't be welcomed without resistance. As the body count climbs and evidence of the boogeyman's presence becomes undeniable, local authorities, and in an exchange,
most replayed moments.
Worry. We've said it once, and we'll say it again. You can't kill the boogeyman. While Michael swiftly endeavors to turn Haddonfield into civilians, may decide to gather weapons and face off against evil itself. Thankfully, Michael knows his way around sharp objects and will have multiple options for melee combat encounters. And if especially persistent Haddonfieldites do manage to get the upper hand in an exchange, don't.
Well, I thought people replayed it because Booba chat. Because on YouTube, and I know the science behind it. People replay stuff is to pause because they see breasts. The bigger the breasts, the bigger the spike of most replayed will be. It's that simple.
And even return as a
because most people that watch videos are gooners. And they're simple people. They see Booba, they pause.
Sheriff's deputy, or the unrelenting Dr. Loomis. Once they've re-emerged upon the
self-report,
they can cooperate with the remaining civilians
and
responding officers to try and put a stop to Michael's murderous rampage.
Freeze where you are, Michael. Your
You're coming with me. While he can't be killed, with enough community resistance, the proper equipment, and
Not bad. Also, there better be some skins in that game, man.
Damn, XQC is the only one that.
You know. A.
He looks very familiar. Oh wait, I already watched it.
incredible opportunity of exploring and creating a game around iconic horror legends like Michael Myers. In Halloween, players get to relive that fateful night in 1978 and step back into the town of Haddonfield, Illinois. I'm Miles Dompierre from Ilfana, and today I'm thrilled to present an extended look at gameplay of Halloween. With the help of Unreal Engine 5,
That's how I was when I first saw the gameplay. That's how I was. That dude right there. I wish I was able to get it.
crafted our play spaces. One of the best players navigating these environments, they'll be surrounded by their forces that lightly preserve just special moments of time. Throughout these locations, randomized townsfolk NPCs are living their lives, completely unaware of the dangers lurking right outside their windows. These NPCs serve as the game's primary objectives. Stepping behind the mask of this infamous killer, Michael's goal is to find, stalk, and kill the residents of Haddonfield before Halloween night ends. Once you hone in and stalk the target, it's time to choose the perfect moment to strike. Michael comes equipped with an array of unpredictable endowments, but the most powerful is Shape Jump. And in Shape Jump, Michael is invisible to the naked eye. This is our interpretation of Michael's inexplicable tendency to suddenly appear in completely unexpected places and catch them off guard. Players can also choose from a broad range of Michael's ability hero characters that have witnessed the rapid
That guy sees it.
to warn their neighbors before finding an active phone that will allow you to call the police and attempt to convince them to send in help. Just remember, you may be able to knock him down, but you can't kill him. We hope you enjoyed this extended look at gameplay for Halloween. We've only scratched the surface of what's shaping up to be a truly special and murder-same monster experience. So we can't wait for all to join us in Haddonfield when Halloween launches on September 8th.
Halloween is an upcoming video game based on the Halloween franchise, set to be released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, and Windows.
What up, guys? Max Lasali here. I'm here with Bob.
Excuse me, yo. Fucking soda.
Uncle? That was amazing. Boogeyman?
We just honestly plundered our nights. We did. The lame is Jericho. He's not doing Operation Pierce City. You're supposed to
Let me see.
if you get serve and learn. That's it. That's it. So, saved your life. Hey! Who's ready? Oh, man.
just like me.
Guys, this is a very, very big deal.
Let me.
I'm gonna go over to CCPD.
Rob Zombie. That was the film before that. I think that was Halloween 3 or 4.
Michael, for God in hell. Museum opening today. Your ticket price of admission. You also get a free.
You feel it, don't you, Michael?
It's free. There's the social media.
You feel the mask.
Thing, it's doing the thing. First, no, wait, no, wait, Christ.
Say something, Michael. Say something.
You've distracted us for months, so what?
Development team. It provides real-time data.
Museum isn't used.
Today in GTA 5 RP, I became Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, well, I guess I learned that from your doppelganger, and at least
President.
something.
Oh my God! Hello, everyone! Hey, how you doing?
Julian to join
Wait, what is this? My boy Nate shot?
Okay, so
Wait. Hold on.
a couple of weeks ago.
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps, you're in for a scare.
In this legendary space MMO, the heroic acts and merciless betrayal.
Hello? Name business, please.
Oh, this is the piano.
Jerry Hawkins, he's here for his first piano lesson. Please come in.
Yeah, I know it.
They enter the mad scientist's lair, unaware of the dark fate that lurked behind Jerry, try to stay focused. That's weird. It's the same. Never mind.
Can I help you?
I was just trying to see who's playing in there.
Hi, I'm Adele Hawkins. This is my son Jerry.
Ah, Mr. Hawkins. I'm Dr. Shriek. I know it's a funny name, but it's a real attention getter. Have you ever played an instrument before, Mr. Hawkins?
Sorry, really here.
Can play Stairway to Heaven on the kazoo.
The piano is considerably more demanding.
She's in crisis.
But with hands like these, I'm sure you'll be a perfect student.
You'll have to excuse me. We just moved into a new house.
Come back in an hour. Come with me, Mr. Hawkins.
What was all that high-tech stuff at the front door?
Security. We're very isolated here. But our janitor, Mr. Toggle, is a mechanical genius. He can build anything.
How long before I play rock and roll?
All in good time. Today we will learn the C major scale. Watch me. They just don't work like they used to. You have marvelous hands. Simply marvelous. Begin.
Thanks, Dr. Shriek.
Remember, Mr. Hawkins, practice.
One kills Freed's that versus your life if Joe and Juan would make the exact same choice.
The world-famous explorer was hopelessly lost. But when he saw the words, "Do not enter," the drumbeat of adventure began to pound inside Freda's heart. Down, down, down with the world-famous explorer. Down into the forbidden world. The world-famous explorer, starting to wish he's home in bed.
Are you looking for the front door? It's upstairs. This is the recital hall.
Oh, sorry. What's that?
Oh, that.
Oh, man, yeah.
Mr. Toggle?
Hi, I'm Jerry Hawkins. Dr. Shriek said you're a mechanical genius.
And Dr. Shriek has told me about you too. He says you have excellent hands. That's what he looks for.
One moment of time leads
Come on, Harry. I'll show you the way out. Come on. Go ahead.
Well, you could conceivably change what Larry, if you would. So you could change the future if you just be very careful. Hence, so in the future, there was a news story. I found personal news. Absolutely. Back to the future. That's me. What's in here? Yeah. Yep. Yep. Everybody, Randall.
What did I do?
Stay away from the street. School. What you did? It is evil. Into this earth, seeking redemption. I realize now you're right.
The ghost! It was playing the piano. There!
Must be the stairs. That's all you saw.
But I saw it.
Come on, let's go.
Son, we're worried about you. Maybe you need some help.
You mean like a psychiatrist?
Machine's souped up and ready to go. Just on the bottom.
Back to the Shriek school.
It's the reason you don't want to go back.
You guys don't believe me that I saw a ghost. Maybe I was just asleep.
Honey, we would never force you to keep taking lessons.
from Christmas just came out of the Speed Force. He's watching the news report.
That's fine, Jerry.
That's the sound of a warm tropical.
By the same people who made the Friday 13th game, and this is supposed to combine Dead by Daylight with Friday the 13th and be a 1v4 against Michael Myers.
And slaying his targets. And Michael players are empowered to use
What kind of abilities does he have?
to locate, terrorize, and ultimately execute.
Dude, Michael Myers is so cool, bro.
Allows players to step behind the mask.
Oh.
And why compare it to Dead by Daylight?
Using the skill and
That's a
Dead
cool
by
ability. You can see
Daylight.
through walls and it'll give you clues on where people are.
And the proximity of potential prey.
Okay.
In Shape Jump, Michael slips into the
Wait,
shadows
he could go through
to move
walls?
around environments unseen, including Shape Dash, which sends
Nah,
him
guys, this is gonna be
with
busted,
violent
dude.
movement. And if especially persistent Haddonfield
Oh, you can kill him,
manage
nice.
to get the upper
Okay.
hand, and in exchange, don't worry.
Bro, really?
We've said it once,
Dude.
and we'll say it again. You can't.
Oh my god, is Michael Myers like the most broken
Evidence of the boogeyman's
horror villain of all
presence becomes
time?
undeniable. Local authorities, residents,
Wait,
and
that's pretty cool.
playable civilians may decide to gather weapons.
I've never
and
seen a
face
game
off
like
against
this
evil
do that
itself.
kind of
As
thing where like the
civilians,
cops
it's up
come.
to you to find
Okay.
fellow Haddonfield residents, convince them of his malicious
This is how you win
intent,
the game?
guide them safely to one of several possible randomized escapes located
Okay,
around the map.
okay.
Lootable containers scattered throughout the map contain weapons, distractions, and key items.
But this is more
used to
leaning into like
unlock
that Dead
and
by
access
Daylight
a
style.
variety
Okay, I
of
see.
possible escape routes. What happens in the
Somehow telling you about Iris's death to change the future. Your theory is correct.
Their single player campaign for the Michael Myers game coming out next year. Now, they did a single player version in the Friday the 13th game, but for that one, it was mostly just like, you know, objective based things, you know, go out here, you know, kill the teens, and that was it. But for the Halloween game, they're actually going to be based off of the movie, so everything we see here in the game is going to be canon to the film. So we're going to see when Michael first makes it to Haddonfield after he escapes, and we're going to be seeing things that we didn't get to see in the movie. So I really like that. I like how they're expanding on the canon of the Halloween franchise. It's going to be super great. I love that Ophonic and Good Media came back to bring another iconic, you know, horror icon.
Thunder, my man. Where do you think you're going? Right through you.
No, that's not the way. I wanted to talk about the game's potential. The story mode where we relive, reimagine the events. See, this is what pissed me. It doesn't really piss me off, but it's like I don't even want to talk about it because it is what it is. You know, there's gonna be hate.
News report that says that I captured him in the future. It's wrong. We can prove that we can alter the future here and now. So that's why you sent me out here.
I thought about this. I know I skipped a whole bunch. And this made me realize how they can do, if it is done correctly, this game can last for a long time. The details of the game sound great. As a Halloween fan, I am even more on board. This can be something that really puts players and more. If you don't like multiplayer, this is for you. Want to play matches for yourself? Good news, you can play offline with bots. Yikes. I mean, it will reach its full potential a year after release, I'm certain. Phonic has proven one thing to me since Friday the 13th. They refused to let a game content die or be abandoned. They brought back Predator and are only putting Ghostbusters on pause until the movie franchise starts doing something great again. Are doing something again. As much as they have their problems too, they are leagues better than Gun when it comes to keeping their game going. I honestly think that Phonic didn't really well. I mean, they wanted to do Killer Clowns, but not the way that it was. Yeah, see, we could have gotten the Mothership and extra Clownzilla. I will hate how if Phonic neutered the original version of the game, it basically gave us a far lesser game. That, yes, a lot of stuff from that scrap build are also being reutilized here in Halloween. X. Yeah, keeping them going by and nothing else. So, Phonic games have low ass player bases. That is a criticism I agree with. X. I also have issues with Phonic skins and not adding. That, yeah, I see that because though you may have new skins, you don't have any maps or modes to play. Especially, yeah, Predator was one of them. Predator, they could have done so much with Predator. Yeah, this right here. It is. I also know. Let me see. I think IP means internet, like international pictures. Oh, intellectual. So yeah, protection. You know, it's a I see. I mean, I don't see no issues. They have Compass International pictures with them. Unless if something goes wrong with them, I don't see no issues with the game. I didn't finish it. That is again league better than what Gun Media does.
Thank you. Yeah. So we all talked it over. You being serious? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's so exciting. And with my last team, they were all murdered by saboteurs.
That's funny. Dead by Daylight, Dead by Depression, and Poor Life Choices.
For me? Oh, yeah. That's incredible, man. I have to admit, missing around the house. Yeah. But over there, keep me plenty occupied. Already. Both my sons are heroes. Julian and I were talking about we go outside, solar energy,
These single IP games aren't meant for long. Dude, I hate how that is, bro. I feel like when people say that, majority of the player base will drop in 3 months max. Just start watching Twitch trends to see on how long the DBD streamers play before jumping back on their main income game. Give it a month. Oh, I just traded into a yes, that one right there. I see what you're saying about other games not allowed single player and multiplayer and go on for a while. Friday 13th player base for a long time. Even during the lawsuit. He's the only one that lasted. It makes so ultimate, I think. Well, you also gotta think Dead by Daylight's been out dude, forever. They got bigger development teams. They got bigger. I hate to say it, but their whole they can get whatever they want if they wanted to. Now I know what IPs mean. Now the Halloween IP, it barely yes. You're gonna have your heroes. If they do it right, you can have a lot of heroes. But for Michael, there ain't really much, but it's not that much that matters. It's the details and what it is and what they're bringing in for Michael. To be honest, there's a lot of stuff that I really hope that this game could top Dead by Daylight, because Dead by Daylight is a game that I'm tired of people talking, oh, Dead by Daylight is good, blah blah blah. It's only good because how many killers that they have, the survivors. They even got Laurie Strode up in that joint. Speaking of that,
Welcome to the future of crime. Not even the military has these yet. Looks like Christmas came early. You know what the only problem is? You're on Santa's naughty list. Christmas is canceled.
so they just her. No, I mean, okay, so if you bought her, she still remains, but.
That man's name is H.R. Wells. Look who has a vortex cannon. HR. Hey, yeah, here we are. Barry needs help. Yeah, Barry needs help.
Where's Kid Flash?
He's on his way. Are you on your way? They need you at Keystone Bridge. Surely all your adventures are not this disorganized. There's a method to the madness, mate.
The electric gang is headed north.
You gotta cut them off before they reach the freeway.
Halloween came to Dead by Daylight in October 2016. I understand why people are pissed off, because when I even felt that dopamine hit, like, damn, Michael Myers is really no. It's a sense of the shape the boogeyman into the game, and now that he's leaving Dead by Daylight, and people main Dead by Daylight, they're probably upset about that. I see it. I mean, I'm not gonna talk trash, but I mean, I'm just glad that Halloween gets its own base of a game instead of it being in another game, and they got to make it their own way because of copyright issues. Now, Halloween the game came. Last year they announced the trailer. Now they're in the polishing works. It gets its own storyline, possibly. I mean, I'm not gonna say. I mean, I have no doubt that they will, but we just don't know what's gonna come out for that game yet. The looks of it looks nice, with the heroes, the boogeyman, everything looks nice. Honestly, if I'd be playing it all the time. I've been waiting for ever since I see it. Like I was excited for Halloween and Dead by Daylight, but I was also kind of like on that other side, like damn. Because in 2016 they could have made Halloween the game, but they waited 10 years later to make it. I mean, I'm happy now. I'm just excited that they announced it, they passed it. Usually some games aren't be able to be passed. So I'm glad that Halloween got passed. So and I think this is what, because if you buy him now, well before all this happened, they're right here. This is what they're trying to say. I'll point it out. Yet, even the most incredible Halloween night must come to an end. Dead by Daylight is a live service game, and there's always the possibility that unexpected changes may occur. That right there, let me keep reading. I'm going to highlight it. They'll keep it highlighted. On January 19, 2026, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, the Halloween chapter and all associated content will no longer be unlocked. For those who already own the shape, Lori Strode, or any cosmetics, your content will remain accessible to you. If you're interested in unlocking any Halloween characters or cosmetics, we'll be holding a last chance 50% off sale until it departs the fog for good. So why are they selling? So they sold it, some people bought it, but it says for those who already own the shape, Lori Strode, or the cosmetics, your content will remain accessible to you. So they take, they take it out, but your content will remain accessible to you. So does that mean that if somebody bought the Halloween chapter, before the days of change, they are still accessible of using those characters? Because I did buy it. I bought it way before all this happened. And what I'm trying to say is, are they planning on for Michael Myers to come back, like that whole Halloween chapter to come back in Halloween? Just because of, I mean, it's kind of a, how do you say it? Like I wouldn't say mock, kind of a mock situation. Like we know what the fuck, we know you'll probably give up on the game. There's always the possibility that unexpected changes may occur. What I feel like that means is, if the game flops for Halloween the game, a Halloween chapter will always come back to Dead by Daylight. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like this company is trying to say right here. That's some crazy work. Come on, Ilphonic and Gun, put that work in, man. I really hope they're able to top Dead by Daylight for. On some real stuff. I mean, if they're able, like, I know there's a single player, and they're trying to, or they're going to enhance the story in that. If they're able to bring, if the storyline, if the single player goes far, as it does, and if they slowly introduce, yeah, dude. But anywho, I'm gonna actually get off for a little bit. Everybody take care. I appreciate if you watch the stream, I gotta edit through these. I'm probably just gonna go through private, put them on private and go through every single one, point out the good, edit, and post. But yes, sir. If you enjoy the game reviews, the talk about we just watch it and give our thoughts about it. If you enjoyed this, I'm I'm gonna keep doing these. So this is gonna be the first video that I record and edit, all that good stuff. So we got a timer going on at the bottom of the screen, as you can tell. Everything going on. I'm just pumped up for the game. If you're pumped up for the game, give this video a like, hit that follow button, and let me know what your thoughts. I'm not gonna judge you on what you think. I mean, I might give an honest opinion, and I hope we don't go, back and forth about it. But I just give it how it is, and that's the end of the days. Well,